The San Francisco 49ers have a young bully at wide receiver. Deebo Samuel has not only one of the greatest names in the NFL, but he's also one of the most uniquely gifted players in the league today. Simultaneously leading the league in yards per catch and setting the rushing touchdown record for a receiver, Deebo doubles up his duties playing as both the 49ers X-receiver and their number 2 back. On pace for 1,700 total yards and 14 touchdowns, one could say that the 49ers offense quite literally runs through Deebo. Averaging 18 yards per reception, number 19 has the ability to do what every defense fears the most: beat you deep. Possessing the Jets to beat any DB to the edge, if you give him even just a slither of daylight, he's gone. Here against the Rams, Deebo is the head of the bunch, running a dig route. He gets out of his stance fast with 5 powerful steps upfield before cutting 90 degrees on his 6th step, finding the gap between the backers and safeties. Jimmy G hits him in stride, and although there are 3 defenders closing in on him, Deebo holds down R2, outrunning everyone for the score. The dig route is Samuel's best route, and the 49ers love to call this play to take advantage of it. Attacking the cover 3, Ayuk will run a go to take out the deep third defender, with Deebo running a deep dig from the opposite side of the field, attacking the intermediate gap and forcing the safeties into a bind. Robert Alford has to respect Ayuk deep, which forces Antonio Hamilton to have to chase Deebo across the field, an impossible task when you have to respect Deebo's deep speed. Pressure means this ball is late and underthrown from Lance, but Deebo doesn't care, mossing the corner and making the ball his. Here's the same play design again against the Lions. Watch Deebo take a jab step wide on his release before working back middle to guarantee inside leverage. Knowing he has safety help inside and not wanting to get beat deep, the corner is happy to give it to him, but that means he's nowhere close when Deebo makes a beautiful square cut, creating 3 yards of separation. The safety is slow to react, and Jimmy's on the money, allowing Deebo to make another 20-plus yard gain. And this is why you have to respect the deep ball. George Kittle is going to run the dig from the slot on this play, and Tashawn Gibson will rotate down from his safety position in cover 4. This leaves Deebo in one-on-one coverage, and Jimmy puts the ball up with him still a yard behind his man, knowing he'll beat him to the spot. Nice subtle cut on the skinny post, and a great adjustment to decelerate ever so slightly for the underthrown ball, shielding away the defender before making the grab. Deebo is one of the best in the entire league at the catch point. His instincts in tracking the ball are elite, knowing how to adjust to imperfect passes, which honestly you're going to have to do when you have Jimmy Garoppolo as your quarterback. And his fight for the ball is second to none, working back through coverages to make it his. Deebo is the man in motion here, and this gets him in one-on-one coverage with Jeff Okudah on the fade route. Garoppolo puts the ball up early under pressure from the blitz, and Deebo tracks the wobbler perfectly, coming back to the ball to undercut his man, and all it takes is one cut for him to see crib. Running the dig play we looked at earlier, Samuel is once again going to get open across the middle, but pressure at Garoppolo's feet forces him to short arm it. Watch Deebo immediately know it's underthrown, working back towards the ball to make sure the corner can't make a play on it. And here he bails out his QB once again with his elite instincts. Jimmy is trying to go deep to Ayuk, but the Colts manage to make contact with his arm, causing the ball to flutter. Deebo reacts before anyone else, working back to the ball and attacking it in the air, not allowing the backer to make a play on it. He then shrugs off Darius Leonard and escapes 2 diving tackles trying to get the first. This would come back for a hold, but still, it's honestly an elite play. Against the Rams, he's again running his favorite dig, trying to pick up the long 3rd down. Jordan Fuller is coming down full speed from his safety position, so Deebo makes a slight adjustment back to the ball to shield the catch, taking a huge hit in the process, but somehow hanging on and staying on his feet. He uses the hit to reverse back to the sideline, juking out another defender and fighting for every available yard. These skills translate well to the quick game, where he's able to snag off targets and then weave his way through the defense. He has to catch this quick screen behind himself, but he's straight into return mode, finding an alley behind his blockers. He then cuts inside off another great downfield block, stepping out of a tackle at the same time, and then pushes his angle inside to set up his receiver's block on the safety. This creates space for him to bounce the run to the sideline, finally being brought down at the Bears' 1-yard line. Something just as good as Deebo's vision is the offer from this week's sponsor, MyBookie. Everybody's trying to cash in on the next best crypto, but if you want a guaranteed way to double your money, all you need to do is use promo code TF100 at MyBookie. It's simple. Sign up at MyBookie with promo code TF100, that's no spaces, and your first deposit is immediately doubled, all the way up to $1,000. How's that for a quick turnaround on your investment? With the NFL playoff race heating up and college bowl season just around the corner, double your firepower at MyBookie to get action on the most important games of the season. Build your own props, create multi-game parlays, and take part in a host of MyBookie cash prize contests. This is the best time of the year to both watch and bet on sports because you know who the winners are by now. Don't miss out. Double your first deposit by using promo code TF100 and keep your eyes peeled for more exclusive holiday promotions coming soon at mybookie.ag. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Shanahan has always loved to get Deebo the Rock as a runner, but the last 3 weeks he has become the true second back in the offense. With all that speed and punt return ability, getting Deebo to the edge causes havoc for defenses. Here, they're running a power sweep out of a split back look. Instead of a receiver coming in motion, it's the back Jeff Wilson with Deebo and Juice flanking Jimmy. They want to get the ball out wide right, so Wilson turns his motion into a lead block, picking up the corner, and Juice wins the edge, allowing Deebo to get to it. Kittle gets away with a slight hold inside, and Deebo is down the sideline, running over the safety for the score. Again with the double backfield, this time Elijah Mitchell will motion out to fake the swing screen, and the Niners will run power sweep the opposite way. Watch Trent Williams get a great down block, allowing Tomlinson to pull and clear space for Samuel, and marvelous vision by Deebo to read the inside lane, bursting through and outrunning everyone to get inside the pylon. And here's the sweep coming left out of the pistol. Sanu is the motion man / lead blocker on this play, with Dwelly and Juice in the bunch, down blocking to free up Williams and Sanu. Deebo gets to the edge untouched, following a huge lane created by his tackle, then jukes back inside for the touchdown. While getting to the edge puts an extraordinary pressure on the defense, it's not all sweeps and gadget plays. Shanahan truly believes in him as an actual runner of the football. The moves and vision here are spectacular, bobbing and weaving through his blocks before lowering his shoulder like a power back. And more great vision here on the goal line. Watch him spot the vacant lane outside, making a nice jump cut to redirect his momentum, outrunning the corner to the end zone. One thing that shocked us when we turned on the tape was what a fantastic blocker Samuel was. The 49ers scheme requires 100% commitment to the run from all 11 men, and Deebo has been instrumental in wide runs and second-level blocking. Here they're running a pitch right, and watch Deebo's fantastic block on Jordan Fuller to help spring the run. He eats up the space quickly without overcommitting, trying to seal him inside. When Fuller tries to work outside to halt the run, Deebo makes sure to drive him back 3 yards to create the angle for the back, before releasing as to not give up a hold. The block holds the gap, and Mitchell is down the sideline for a gain of 17. Here, San Francisco are running a play-action flood concept, and Jimmy gets the ball to Kittle early. Deebo doesn't just jog out the play, but sprints to get in position as Kittle's lead blocker, taking out the corner. And here he works in tandem with Juice. He first blocks 45 to win the edge, releasing to block the corner when Juice is in position to take over. Dodging serious injury after leaving this week's game with a groin strain, defenses look like they'll only get a week's rest from the torment that Deebo's been causing. A threat to score on almost every play from any position, Samuel is a unique player like the league has never seen before. There's been plenty of backs who are good receivers, but not many receivers who could be good running backs, let alone run between the tackles. Everything the 49ers do offensively runs through 19, and if he can continue at this rate of production, he should be rewarded with an All-Pro selection at the end of the year. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like and hit the subscribe button, as it really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to use offer code TF100 at mybookie.ag.